It was dusk time. The same dusk time, evening time. Pradosha Kalam. Why? I should not die either during daytime or night time. Dusk is neither day nor night. So at the time of dusk, tore open his body with his nails. Because he said, I should not get death either through living thing or non-living thing. Take the case of our nails. If we cut our nails, nails will grow again. So we can call nails as living thing as well. At the same time, even if we cut our nails, we don't feel any pain. So they can be called non-living as well. Since it grows, it is living. Since it does not have pain while cutting, it is non-living. So nail is neither living nor non-living. See how Narasimha has connected all the opposites. He has connected human and animal in his form. He has connected inside of house and outside of house in doorstep. He has connected earth and sky on his lap. He has connected day and night at dusk. He has connected living thing and non-living thing in his nails. Not only that, he has connected compassion and anger at the same time. Because outwardly we think that Narasimha placed Hiranyakashipu on his lap and tore open his chest and destroyed him, and blood was oozing like flood. Yes, but my Pracharya Ashukavi Villur Srinidhi Swami, he sung one stuti on Narasimha called Malola Stavam. In that he says, Dayanidhir Vatsala Yeshanataha Hiranyavakshona Rushavyadarith Dayanidhir Vatsala Yeshanataha Nakishchikitsam Punaratatane Doshangstadantar Vagato Nirasyan. Narasimha is a great doctor, because for all other bodily ailments we go to various forms of medicine. But for the disease of samsara, for the disease of worldly existence, allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy, nothing will help. Venkatachalapathy alone can cure. For the disease of samsaram, we cannot go to allopathy, homeopathy or naturopathy. Sriyavpati alone can save us from this disease. That Sriyavpati Narayana has taken the form of Narasimha. Now, he wanted to treat the patient called Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu had got malignancy, tumor within him. What is the tumor? Just like cancer cells growing exponentially, his sins were growing exponentially. His sins were the tumor within. Now Narasimha, he wanted to operate on the patient and remove the sins, that's cancer cell sins from him. For that surgery, you need a scalpel knife for a doctor. Narasimha used his own nails as scalpel, put him on his lap and tore open his chest, removed all his sins and cleansed Hiranyakashipu of his disease, that tumor called sins. But Villur Swami says there are two differences. Usually, any doctor will perform surgery on a patient by putting him on an operation table, but this compassionate doctor put that patient on his own lap and treated that patient. Number two, all doctors will wear gloves while treating patients, but out of compassion, Narasimha did not wear gloves. He did not use any other scalpel or knife. He used his own nails directly on his own child Hiranyakashipu and cured him of the cancer called sins, which were growing exponentially like cancer tumor cells. So this is also one form of treatment, and Narasimha destroyed Hiranyakashipu and threw his body away. Not only that, with the Lord's body bathed in blood and fat of Hiranyakashipu, he captured all the other demons associated with Hiranyakashipu and killed them as well. Because if anybody does Bhagavatha Apacharam, offense towards devotees, Bhagavan will not leave them. Because there were many demons who tried to kill Prahlada, who just stabbed him with spears. They put him into fire. They pushed him into ocean. There were so many demons. Lord Narasimha destroyed all those demons without anybody remaining. Narasimha destroyed all of them. Now, with that terrific form, the Lord immediately went to the throne of Hiranyakashipu and was seated on the throne. Tata sabhayam upavishta uttame nripasane sambritateja samvibhum alakshita dvairatamatyamarshana prachanda vaktram na babhaja kaschane. The Lord immediately went to the throne of Hiranyakashipu and was seated on it. Why? The Lord is also going after chair and throne. He also wants some padavi post. No. Narasimha wanted to instate Prahlada as the next emperor, but thus far that throne had been inhabited by Hiranyakashipu. So it will be full of negative vibrations. So Narasimha, he himself sat first on that throne to absorb all those negative vibrations. Now it will be full of positive divine vibrations of Narasimha. Now he will give this throne to Prahlada so that he will sit on the throne which was adorned by Lord Narasimha himself. That's why the Lord had himself seated on the throne now, but the Devas were afraid to go near Bhagavan, because he was appearing in a terrific form, seated on the throne, and the lion was roaring. Devas were afraid. Actually, Narasimha is a Karunya Murti, he is a compassionate Lord. Only for demons he is Ugra Murti, he is a terrific form of the Lord. But why should he be angry on Devas? Devas were afraid to go near him. He can be terrific for Asuras. Why for Devas? Now Devas were afraid to go near him. So Brahma asked Prahlada to go near Narasimha. Prahladam preshayamase Brahma vasthitamantike tata prashamayopehi swapitre kupitam prabhum tateti shanakai rajan maha bhagavator bakaha upetya bhuvikayena nanama vidrutanjalihi. With hands joined together in Anjali Mudra, Prahlada went near Narasimha. He fell at the feet of the Lord, performed Namaskaram. Narasimha, with his compassionate look and his tender hands, not terrific hands, tender hands, lifted Prahlada up and caressed his hair with his own hands. Swapadamule patitam tamarbhakam vilokya devah kripaya pariplutaha uttapya chachirshni adadat karambujam kalahi vitrasta diyam krita bhayam. Narasimha looked at Prahlada with his compassionate glances and just made him stand up and caressed his hair with the same hand which tore open the body of Hiranyakashipu. The Lord caressed Prahlada's head that appeared as if the Lord was caressing him with a lotus bud. The same hand, the same nails appeared as lotus bud to Prahlada, knife to Hiranyakashipu. Our acharyas say, lioness, if you take the case of female lioness, it will fight with elephant with rage. At the same time, while fighting with elephant with rage, it will be feeding its lion cub with so much of love and affection. So, maternal affection towards the lion cub, rage and anger towards elephant. Similarly, our Simha, Narasimha displayed rage and anger towards Hiranyakashipu and demons. At the same time, love and paternal affection towards the lion cub called Prahlada. Based on this only, in soap advertisements, they write one idiom: hard on dirt, soft on clothes. Our soap will be hard on dirt, soft on clothes. The same soap, it will be hard only on the dirt in your clothes. For your cloth, it will be very soft. Hard on dirt, soft on clothes. Hard on Hiranyakashipu, soft on Prahlada. As Narasimha caressed the head of Prahlada with his hand, Prahlada attained enlightenment. With that enlightenment, now Prahlada praises Lord Narasimha, which is nothing but Prahlada Stuti of Srimad Bhagavatam, the first verse: Brahmadaya Suragana Munayotha Siddhaha Satvaikatana Matayo Vachasam Pravahaihi Naradhitum Purgunair Pipipruhu Kim Toltum Argati Same Hari Rugrajatehe. O Lord, I am born in a lowly race. I am a demon. I am born in a demonic race. How can I praise you? Devas like Brahma, Rishis like Sanaka, they are unable to praise you. This being the case, how can this demon shower praise on you? But I know one thing: true love, devotion, bhakti pleases you. Manye dana bijana rupa tapashrutaujas teja prabhava balapurusha buddhi yogaha naradhana yaki bhavanti parasya pumsaha bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayutapaya. You are not pleased by wealth. You don't look at a person's caste or creed or birth. You don't look at the external appearance of a person. You do not judge a person by his penance. You do not judge a person by his learning. You do not judge a person by his aura. You do not judge a person by his fame. You do not judge a person based on his bodily strength. You do not differentiate anything based on gender, male or female. You don't differentiate. Buddhi yogaha. Not only that, you don't think whether he is intelligent or he is idiot or he is a fool or he is a wise person. You don't look at anything. You are looking at one thing, whether he has true love on God or not. If you have true love and devotion towards God, Bhagavan will definitely bless us. Number 3, he says, people seem to consider that if a person is born as Brahmana, he is higher. If a person is born as Chandala, he is lower. It is not so. Prahlada says, Viprat, Dvishat Gunayutat, Aravindanabha Padaravinda Vimukat, Shwapachamvaritam. Even if a person is born as Chandala, if that Chandala is devoted to Bhagavan, he is great. One person may be a Brahmin, he may be a Vedic scholar, but if he is not devoted to Bhagavan, he is much lowly than the Chandala who is devoted to Bhagavan. That's what Tondaradi Pudiyalvar says. Amaravo Rangamarum Vedamor Nangum Modi Tamargalil Talavaraya Sadi Andanargalelum Numargali Padiparagil Nodipodor Alavilange Avargaldam Pulayar Polum Arangama Nagarulane Adimayil Kudimayilla Ayalsadu Pedimaril Kudimayil Kadamai Patta Kukkaril Peraparelum Mudiyinil Tolamum Vaitai Moigadar அன்பு செய்யும் அடியரை உகத்தி போலும் அரங்கமா நகருளானே மன்யே ததர்ப்பித மனோ வச்சனே ஹிதார்த்த பிராணம் புனாந்தி சகுலம் நது பூரிமானஹா. If a Chandala devotes himself to Bhagavan, develops devotion, engages in bhakti, he purifies his ancestors and successors for 21 generations. He can purify his entire Vamsham. That's the greatness of bhakti. Prahlada says, these devas are afraid of your Narasimha form. I am not afraid of this Narasimha form. I am afraid of samsara only. This worldly existence, that terrifies me. But you are granting me abhayam, fearlessness, trastosmyaham, kripanavat dussahogre, samsara chakra kradanat, grasatam pranitaha, baddaswakarma birushattamat engrimulam, pritopavarga sharanam hyavasekadanu. So please, Lord, please accept my surrender at your lotus feet and grant me fearlessness from this samsara. I pray for only one thing. I should always be engaged in satsangam. I should have the association of devotees. Please bless me with satsangam. I should engage with devotees and listen to your glories. Soham priyasya sukritav paradevatayaha leela katastavan nrsimha virincha geetaha anjasti tarmi anugrinan gunavipramuktah durgani te padayugalaya hamsa sangaha. Please bless me with satsang. Now Lord Narasimha opens his mouth for the first time and speaks to Prahlada. Prahlada, my dear child, what boon do you want? Because I have one name called Varadaraja, the giver of boons. So whenever I appear, I have to give some boon. What kind of boon do you want? Prahlada said, please bless me with devotion. Narasimha said, you should ask something which you do not have already. You are already the epitome of devotion and asking me devotion as boon. You have it already, man. Ask something else. Prahlada thought for a while. Oh Lord, please forgive my father. Without knowing your glories, my father has insulted you, insulted your devotees. Please forgive my father. Narasimha laughed, smiled and said, no Prahlada, once he has got a child like you, because of your devotion, your 21 generations, ancestors, successors, all get purified. So I need not treat your father separately. Already your father is cleansed of all his sins. You please ask something for you. Prahlada thought for a while and then asked, Bhagavan, I ask one boon from you. The boon is, I should not ask for any boons hereafter. That is the boon I seek. Hereafter, I should not seek any boon from anybody. This is the boon I want from you. The Lord was so much pleased with him and gave him darshan with Lakshmi seated on his lap as Lakshmi Narasimha. We see Lakshmi seated on the left lap of Narasimha. Have you observed one thing? For all forms of Lord Narayana, Mahalakshmi will be seated on his chest. But for Narasimha, on lap. Because Narasimha is the most handsome form of Lord Sriman Narayana. If Lakshmi sits on his chest, she cannot enjoy the handsome face of Bhagavan. That's why, to have a glimpse of the handsome face of the handsome lion, she is seated on the lap so that she can turn towards him and enjoy the handsome face of her husband. That's why Mahalakshmi is seated on his lap for Narasimha. Now this Alagiya Singam, that handsome lion, Narasimha, as Lakshmi Narasimha, blessed Prahlada, he asked him to perform funeral rites for his father, because Pitru Karyam is always important. Hiranyakashipu may be a good man or bad man, that's different. Perform funeral rite as a son, it's your duty. Prahlada performed the funeral rites for Hiranyakashipu. Now, with the Rishi's blessings, Narasimha himself conducted coronation for Prahlada. You will be the king of all the demons. He was born in Asura clan, demonic clan. You will be the king of all demons. Not only that, you will be the king of all my devotees as well. Narasimha called Devas, come here. Hereafter, while giving boon to these demons, be careful. Just you should not nod your head. Whatever boon he asks, you will just nod your head. Hiranyakashipu asked so many boons. Brahma nodded all four heads. Tatastu, tatastu, tatastu. That's why I was angry on you. Just because Brahma gave all the boons to Hiranyakashipu without, it is there in Bhagavatam. Narasimha tells Brahma, just because you gave all boons to Hiranyakashipu without any power of discretion, he emerged so powerful. So it is a warning for all devas. Hereafter, be careful while giving boon to anybody. That's why I was angry at you. Okay, leave it. Saying so, the Lord concluded his great avataram of Narasimha, the man-lion form. And Prahlada was coronated as the king of devotees. Now, the benefit of listening to Narasimha Avataram, Shukabrahmam says, Ya etat punyamakyanam Vishnor viryopabrimitam kirtayet shraddhaya shrutva karmapashair vimuchyate. Whoever chants, listens or thinks of this Narasimha Charitram will get rid of all their sins. Not only that, Yatadya Adi Purushasya Mrigendra Leelam Daitendra Yuthapavadam Prayataf Pathetha Daityatmajasya Chasatam Pravarasya Punyam Shutvanubhavam Akuto Bayam Yeti Lokam. Whoever has listened to Prahlada Charitram will be reserved a birth in Vaikuntham right now. That birth, we can use it as we complete this Janmam. Whenever this Janmam is over, that birth is already reserved for us. So whoever listens to Prahlada Charitram will have their birth reserved right now itself in Vaikuntham. Saying so, Shukabrahmam concludes Prahlada Charitram. This carries 5 take-home messages for us. Having listened to Prahlada Charitram, we have 5 take-home messages. 1. Nobody can deceive Bhagavan. Hiranyakashipu got so many kinds of boons, but Bhagavan has some different ways. He can kill you even beyond all those boons. So nobody can deceive Bhagavan. Number 2, caste, creed, country, language never matter in devotion. If you are devoted, whoever you are, Bhagavan will bless you irrespective of your caste, creed, gender, etc. Number 3, association with devotees will develop our devotion. Imagine the case of those demonic children. Just some association with Prahlada made them chant Narayana. For Prahlada himself, association with Narada made him a great devotee. So Satsangam always takes us upwards. Number 4, devotion should be cultivated at young age. Young age is the right age for cultivating devotion. Last but not the least, faith is very essential. If we have faith, God will definitely come to our rescue. With this, we move on to the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. We will enjoy Gajendra Moksha Vrittantam to Parikshit, 8th canto, 2nd chapter, Asid Girivaro Rajan Trikuta iti Vishrutaha Kshirodena Avrita Sriman Yojana Yutam Uchritaha. I will give you some vivid description about the place where Gajendra Moksham happened. Please note all these descriptions because the importance of these descriptions. There was an island by name Shvetadvipam, a white island. It was surrounded by Milky Ocean. There was a mountain in that white island. That mountain was called Trikutam. That Trikuta mountain had 3 peaks, golden peak, silver peak and iron peak. That mountain was 1 lakh miles high. 1 lakh miles high. So Asid Girivaro Rajan Trikuta iti Vishrutaha Kshirodena Avrita Sriman Yojana Yutam Uchritaha. White island surrounded by Milky Ocean. In the middle of White Island, a 3-peaked mountain, 1 lakh miles high, 3 peaks, silver, golden, iron peaks. In that mountain, Sacha Avanijyamana Grihi, Samantat Paya Urmibihi, Karoti Shyamalam Bhumim, Harin Marakatashmabihi. In that mountain, the middle part of the mountain was greenish like emerald green because of the enormous vegetation. The bottom part of the mountain was white being filled with the foam from Milky Ocean. The foam from Milky Ocean would fall on the bottom of the mountain. So it was white. The middle part was emerald green due to enormous vegetation. There was a valley in that mountain, in that Trikuta mountain with three peaks. There was a valley. In that valley, there was a garden. That garden's name was Ritumat. That Ritumat garden belongs to Varuna. Tasya dronyam Bhagavataha Varunasya Mahatmanaha Udyanam Ritumat Nama Akridam Surayoshitam. There was a garden by name Ritumat belonging to Varuna. Celestial women will often come there to play and relax themselves. That garden had a lot of trees: Mandara, Parijata, Ashoka, Champaka, Chuta, Panasa, mango tree, coconut tree, dates, pomegranate, palm tree, Arjuna tree, Plaksha tree, banyan trees, sandalwood trees, grapes, sugarcane, banana, jujube, gooseberry, all trees were there. Amidst those trees, there was a pond in that Ritumat garden.